about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. You can hit the like button if you enjoy the video. You can hit the bell button if you want to get notified when I post. Or you can hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe to my channel where I talk about cults, multi-level marketing companies, scams, breaking down the manipulation of those, and so on and so forth, which today we are going to do with Plexus. If you're not new here, welcome back. I do have some Plexus videos you can watch. I guess I might try to find them and link them up here, but feel free to go through my entire channel. You can look under companies. I have a playlist called companies. Today we're going to watch a so-called new ambassador training for Plexus, and we're going to react to it. So feel free to leave your commentary below. Hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and let's get started. I will be doing, it's Halloween night for me. It's not the 31st, but it's Saturday. So I will be doing my makeup as we go and ice rolling. So yeah, let's get started.
I'm so excited to connect with you all this morning for our new Brain Ambassador training. So welcome. Make sure your friends and your new ambassadors are here. So tag them below. But I will introduce myself and we will jump right in. So my name is Cassie Rainey, and I am a Diamond Senior Gold, which simply means that I have made it to the top rank of our company once. And when you've done that, you have the opportunity to then do it all over again. And so it's called a re-entry position. And you get to do it all over again. And that is what I am in the process of. And so I am a senior gold on my re-entry position.
If you are in Plexus and you want to explain this like re-entry thing, I'd love to hear more. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm guessing you can create another account and do it all over again and get like double the money type of thing, right? Like one account, you're top and you're getting all that money. Another account, you're top again and you're getting all that money, I guess. I don't know. Please explain it below if you do.
Right here doing the same things that I am going to teach you today, because no matter where you're at in your business, it is the same processes day after day that take you to where you want to be. So I have been with Plexus for 7 years. In fact, in 4 days, it is my 7th anniversary with Plexus. And never in a million years would I have ever thought that this would be the result of the last 7 years. When I first started, I got on the products because I desperately needed support in my health. And I had zero desire, zero experience, nothing. I didn't want to have anything to do with network marketing because I truly did not understand what Plexus was about.
So in this, she's saying I didn't want to have anything to do with network marketing, one, which I don't think is true. And two, she's saying it because afterwards she comes up with the idea that she had no idea what Plexus was about. So she's saying if someone doesn't want anything to do with network marketing, it's likely they don't know what it's about. That's kind of like the vibe that she's giving off, kind of like the motive to her saying that sentence. So yeah, again, leave your commentary below.
I didn't understand the business opportunity. And I honestly didn't think it wasn't for me. I am an introverted mom of a lot of kids. We have 9 children. And when I started sharing the business, sharing about Plexus as a business, I was homeschooling. I had 7 kids under the age of 5, or 5 kids under the age of 7. I was maxed out. And I did not think I had time. I did not think I would be good at it. And honestly, I had zero experience, no training. And yet I developed a passion and a heart for sharing Plexus because it is people focused. These products change lives.
Yeah, it's people focused in the sense that you better get people on your team if you want to make money. That's the people focus that it is. Also, my target order is ready.
And that is something I could get behind. I could get behind helping and supporting people in transforming their lives. And everything else can be learned. Okay. So if you are here and you have no idea what you're doing, welcome to the club. We all start that way and we learn as we go.
It's called Earn While You Learn. She acts as though everyone starts at the same position, at the same like monetary level, like in the sense that everyone is living the same life, starting at the same place. That's not true. No, like people are not all living at the same place. They don't have the same social status. So I paused because Aaron came in, but I wanted to continue talking. I continued the video, but I went back. I probably am not in the same spot as I was. So excuse me, I might start a little further back than y'all want. But I wanted to continue on the point that not everyone starts with the same money in the bank account, with the same class of, like, whether you're low class, middle class, high class, like people start at different spots. It's not everyone starting at the same place. Maybe you all start at the same rank, but everyone's situation is different. And that is just not a fair way to go about it. You can't say someone who's in the low class starts at the same place as someone in the middle class. That's not true. You can't say that someone who is in a sorority of 300, 400, 500 people starts the same as someone who is a loner and doesn't really hang out with but like 4 people. You can't say you know the same amount of people. That just makes no sense, and it's illogical. So I'm again, like I said, I'm going to start it just a little back. Well, I'm going to start it from there, and hopefully we're in the same spot. Maybe not. So just bear with me. It's just a few seconds difference.
Else can be learned. Okay. So if you are here and you have no idea what you're doing, welcome to the club. We all start that way and we learn as we go. So I want you to know that wherever you're at, maybe you've been doing this for a little bit and you're trying to, get your feet underneath you. That's okay. This team, there's a lot of us that we've been doing this for several years and we've learned some things along the way. And what our heart and our desire is to link arms with you and to do this alongside you. You are not alone in this. And it is so exciting because
you're not alone in this unless you're not doing well. Then sorry about you. That's kind of what happens in MLMs. Please share your experience below. I'd love to hear it.
What you get to be a part of is something that is so, so special. This team, this company is unlike anything I have ever heard about. And we've had a lot of people that have had a lot of different experiences. And this is so very special because we focus on people first. And when you are in a business that focuses on people over profits, you will see that when you're
that's BS. That's BS. Because if you focus on people over profit, you're not going to profit. And MLMs are notorious for not even caring about the people. They'll put random shit in their product that will not be good for people and will call it proprietary blend. They don't even care enough to track the amount of what that's put in what. They're just going to throw it in and call it proprietary blend.
Your focus is aligned in the right place, that your business will thrive. So we are going to jump in. I'm going to share some screens. Feel free to take screenshots or to ask questions in the comments. I will come back. I can't see the comments right now, but I will come back afterwards and answer. But feel free to ask questions, to comment, all the things as we go through it. But I'm going to share my screen and we are going to jump right in if I can. All right. So welcome. New brand ambassador training. So like I said, our team, we are made up just of everyday normal people who just truly said yes to an opportunity of a lifetime. So in this team, you are going to find your tribe. And the beautiful thing is we may come from all different spaces, but we have a united mission, and that's to help others. And we are stay-at-home moms, full-time working moms, and we have people who are doing side gigs and all the different things, teachers, homeschool parents, ministry families, all the things. But what binds us together is that we have truly become friends, and we have truly become a community and a tribe. So,
excuse me. I know. Just bear with me. Except when you leave the MLM, then they're done with you. Thrown in the trash. Yeah, they don't care about you anymore. It's very rare that you find a group of people who will still act as though you're a part of their tribe. That is just not okay to say tribe. I'm sorry. I just don't think that's right. A part of their group, you know, they're like little posse of MLM huns. If you leave, you're not a part of it anymore. And it's very rare that people are going to act as though you are still a friend of theirs. It happens, but not a lot.
what is Plexus? So as you've probably started on your products, you will see that Plexus is known as the health and happiness company. They've actually added the word hope in front of that, the hope, health, and happiness company. We started out many years ago as a breast health company. We started off with this product called the Breast Check Kit. And it is a product that we still have in our line today. And its focus is to help with early detection of breast cancer.
From what I know, they're not supposed to have it in their line today. What I know is that product, you cannot say that you could detect breast cancer early with that product. No. Please get your annual or biannual or however long. Some people go only every few years. Some people go every year for certain reasons. Please get your breast checked. For real, for real. A lot of times the big C, not Ovid, but answer, doesn't necessarily hurt. I'm not trying to scare you, but it's so important. And please don't use their shitty ass breast detector bullshit to do that for you. As a person who's in the medical field, this pisses me off so much because it's a load of crap. I don't know if you could tell, but I don't like it. Okay, let's keep going.
Huge, so important. And so that is really the heart of our company. That's how we were founded, is to really support health in that way. And so if you've never heard of the breast check, you should go jump on the Plexus website and learn a little bit about it. It helps detect breast cancer so much earlier and has saved.
No, it doesn't. No, I'm going to look it up right now. This breast check kit's about to piss me the hell off. So let's take a look at it. Truth in Advertising says Plexus Worldwide, an Arizona-based MLM, is heavily marketing its breast check kit in connection with Breast Cancer Awareness Month with its Check It America campaign. But what really needs checking are the marketing claims. Throughout October, Plexus and the American Cancer Society are promoting awareness and prevention of the disease with Check It America, says a report in the Direct Selling News, a trade publication. The breast check kit, according to Plexus, helps women find lumps more easily when performing self-examinations through its sensory touch magnification. The product's label claims it is recommended by doctors and nurses. This month, the company says it will donate 25% of profits from all sales of the kit to American Cancer Society. But let's stop there and unpack some of the claims made by Plexus regarding this self-exam kit. Plexus may be donating proceeds of the sales to the ACS, and ACS is indeed promoting breast cancer awareness, but it's not teaming up or in partnership with Plexus. Despite such claims found on the social media, I'll share my screen so that you can see it. Here's actually the Truth in Advertising. I'll make sure to make myself smaller so that you can see it. They say here, breast cancer is a disease that affects some Plexus and the American Cancer Society are teaming. Plexus and the American Cancer Society are teaming to bring awareness. No, they're not. Evelyn Barella, ACS's Director of Media Relations, said that after being alerted to the issue by Tina.org, it has requested that Plexus discontinue using our name in association with promotion of this product. Barella also said that ACS does not recommend breast self-examination as any early detection method for breast cancer because evidence does not show that regular breast self-exams help reduce deaths from breast cancer, nor does ACS endorse any product or service. While Plexus also claims that the patented kit is quote unquote recommended by doctors, it provides no specifics on its website and about absolutely who is doing the recommendation. Several distributors point to the fact that the product was quote unquote featured on the syndicated daytime television show The Doctors as a selling point. But a spokesperson for The Doctors told Tina that guests are informed in advance that an appearance on the show does not constitute a recommendation or an endorsement. The spokesperson added that guests must request official authorization to use clips or images from the show for any purpose, including advertising and marketing, and the show has not authorized the use of any PR or marketing clips, images, or statements to Plexus or its distributors. Other distributors have stated that the kit is FDA approved, yet Plexus Breast Check Kit company page states these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Read Plexus's worldwide response to Tina's.org request for comment here for more of Tina's coverage in the marketing of cancer services. Okay, so let's read it, I guess. Plexus Worldwide is proud of its efforts to encourage self-checking. Here, I'll zoom in for y'all. In hopes of early detection of breast cancer through our Check It America campaign. Plexus talked with ACS again today and confirmed that both sides are continuing to work together, and Plexus is holding a walk with approximately 2,500 ambassadors on Saturday. Plexus has never inferred there's a product endorsement by ACS, nor has Plexus ever stated, promoted, or encouraged our ambassadors to say that we are partners. The only reference to us partnering with ACS approved page on their corporate website can be found right there. This was coordinated by the Arizona office and approved by the corporate office. Even today, they confirmed that the wording is approved and does not need to be changed. The company never made any reference to partnering with ACS whatsoever. Forwarded is a copy of the press release, plus some photos sent to the director, their direct selling news, and other media. And you can see Plexus never claimed a partnership with ACS. No, but what companies do, like Plexus, will act as though they did, infer that they did, and make their consultants think so that their consultants will say something and say, oh, the consultants did it, not us. They'll throw their consultants under the bus. Anyway, we don't have to read the rest of that, but you're welcome to. I mean, you can go to Truth in Advertising Plexus Breast Kit and see it there. However, that's that. Sorry, I know I spent a lot more time on that than maybe one would, but I don't care. Like, that kind of stuff is so dangerous. It is. People will literally skip their examination and use that. I can assure you. Don't. Okay. All right, let's keep.
So many women. So that is how we were founded. If you've never heard of the breast check, you should go jump on the Plexus website and learn a little bit about it. It helps detect breast cancer so much earlier and has saved so many women. So,
Cassie, you are a liar. You are a liar, and you should be ashamed of yourself for that statement. Plexus just said that that's not true. You are a liar, Cassie. Get your shit together and do better.
So, that is how we were founded. We are based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. It is simply beautiful at headquarters. But what I love is that we are a debt-free company. It is very important to the founders and to the executives of our company that we are debt-free, that we can do business in a way that is truly free from the shackles of debt and of fear of running.
So your company's debt-free, but what about your consultants? I bet if you factually figured out who's gone into debt because of Plexus, it'll be a larger amount than you think.
A business out of that, right? So we are privately owned. All of our products are made in the United States, and we have been on for several years top Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies. Our company's
that literally means nothing.
Heart is philanthropy, is giving back. And so Plexus donates a ton of money to different charities.
How much money do they donate compared to how much money they bring in? That's what I want to know. That's it.
One of our biggest ones is that we donate for every bag of our protein shake, which is called Plexus Lean. Every bag that is purchased, Plexus donates a certain number of meals back to Feeding America. So it's truly incredible. They've donated millions upon millions of meals to Feeding America. And then something you can feel really confident.
Since you've lied so much, Cassie, I'd like to see the proof. I can't just take your word for it.
About as you are building your business is that Plexus has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
That literally means nothing. It just means that they get back to people who leave comments on there. That means nothing.
Which is huge. Okay, so why should you be building a business with Plexus? Like I said, there are a lot of different opportunities out there. And what makes Plexus different? Why is this a good fit for you? So first of all, there are no required purchases when you are building your business. You purchase your own product. So you're taking your vitamins, your health supplements, you are not having to purchase inventory and then sell that inventory off.
You said there's no required purchase, but then you talked about you're just getting your own products. So there is, and then I see she's going to say no quota. Guess what? When you rank up and you want to keep your rank, there is a quota, pal. Cassie, we're not in good stance right now, babe. I need you to get your shit together, okay?
Which is a huge difference between a lot of other companies. We are not putting any money into this other than what we are taking for ourselves. Okay. We are not having to host parties. That was probably one of the biggest things for me. I was like, I'm busy. I don't want to be spending multiple nights a week out and building my business in a way that is taking me away from my family. I did this business so that I could have time freedom with my family. So no parties. Some people love to have parties, and that's fantastic. You can build your business with Plexus. You can do parties. Absolutely. But that is our compensation plan is not driven by parties. We are not an inventory based, where we're trying to meet quotas on selling. And so no parties gives you the freedom to work this business in the way that fits your life. And then the last part is that we don't have quotas, that we truly get to decide in what season of our life, how fast, how slow we want to work this business. When you first start out, you can go as fast as you want. And you can, if you've got big goals, or if you're in the space where you're like, I just want to simply make enough to cover the cost of my products, or I would like to cover maybe my car payment or my mortgage or whatever. Your goals are your goals. There are no quotas. You're not going to get demoted or anything like that for not hitting quotas. So I love that. Okay, so this is
You're telling me I can go a whole month without making the $50,000 I'm supposed to make to hit rank and still keep that rank? I just have a feeling she's lying. I don't know about you. What do you think? You were in Plexus. I need to know.
the August referral bonus. Okay. This is as a brand ambassador. If you are brand new to sharing and you come in and you are like, you know what, I want to send my referral link. I want to share with my friends and family. This is an example of the amount of bonuses that you will receive in the month of August based on how many friends you refer. So you can see referring one friend gets you about $35 or so. But if you refer 3, that's where it really changes. You earn over $400 this month. And that is with going silver with Fast Start Silver. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I just want you to see these numbers of what is possible for you. And also be thinking about some friends of yours. Every single person I know needs a little bit of extra cash right now. I mean, with inflation,
Same, but an MLM is not the way to do it.
gas prices, food costs, all the things are costing more money these days. And so thinking about how, $500 a month can change the life of a family. And so be thinking about, okay, like I have a great friend, a great mom who they could definitely use $400 extra. So not only for you, but our referral program truly is about getting cash in the hands of families and really helping them. So This is a graphic that shows a little bit about what the monthly and the yearly amount of income, what is possible for you at each rank. And I'll share with you about what each rank means. But silver is our first rank. And silver is what is going to be our first goal. And that is referring 3 friends and having 3 friends order from you every month. Okay. So when you do this, you get all those those first bonuses, which is super exciting. And then every month, if you're having, friends ordering from you consistently, you earn several $100s a month, which is truly incredible. And as you build, you increase.
Alrighty, friends, let's take a look at an income disclosure statement. Based on their number after using their LinkedIn page showing 550,000 ambassadors, here's how it shakes out. Seems to me there are a lot more Huns claiming 6 figures incomes than their numbers support. So 470,800, about 85.6% of people made $0. Only 79,200, about 14.4%, earned something. 5,500, top 1%, average $37,000, $37,550. This is a year, by the way. To 2,700, half of the top 1% earn less than 14,875, and then 2,750, other half of the top percent earned average 6,231. Yeah, so almost 85.6% of people in Plexus, they just don't make money. Good job, Cassie. Way to keep up the lying spirit, pal.
In rank. So you will go from silver, you can go all the way up to diamond. It is truly incredible what is possible. So I wanted to show you this graphic. It shows a little bit about what the monthly and the yearly amount of income, what is possible for you at each rank. And I'll share with you about what each rank means. But silver is our first rank. And silver is what is going to be our first goal. And that is referring 3 friends and having 3 friends order from you every month. Okay. So when you do this, you get all those those first bonuses, which is super exciting. And then every month, if you're having, friends ordering from you consistently, you earn several $100s a month, which is truly incredible. And as you build, you increase in rank. So you will go from silver.
It's so interesting that she's saying this because we already know most people don't even make any money or profit. So she's acting as though you will. You likely won't. So it's very interesting to hear this.
Silver, you can go all the way up to diamond. It is truly incredible what is possible. So I wanted to show you this graphic, and I want to ask you, I would love to hear in the comments, what rank would change your life? Like when you look at this and you're like, if I could have $1,000 extra a month, that would change everything for my family. What number here is something that when you see it, you're like, this is what I need. This is what my family needs. Because it's not about the dollar amount. It's about what it is going to do for your family. See, financial stress is hands down the number one that is tearing families and marriages apart.
So you are definitely, seems like to me that Plexus in general is definitely okay with that. Seems like they're fine with that because they are playing a part in it.
It is the number one thing that leads to health stress. Okay. My health plummeted because we were financially, when we were struggling, we were under mountains and mountains of debt, and we couldn't pay for our bills. We couldn't pay for our groceries. My stress, I began to gain weight. I had an autoimmune disorder triggered, all of the things. But it was because my finances, I was so stressed out about that. So I want you to think about, it's not about the dollar, it's about what it will do for your family and for you. So share in the comments. I would love to hear what rank would just bring freedom to you. Okay, so I want to share just this quick these graphics are, I can get you all these graphics. I just kind of threw them up here because they're very detail oriented, and you're going to want to have the actual graphic. But this first one, it gives you a little bit about the compensation plan. Now, in our business place, there is an albums tab. It's where a lot of our graphics and photos are saved. There is a compensation plan album, and you're going to find these graphics there. But I just wanted to throw them up here and show you that we have a compensation plan that pays us in a lot of different ways. Okay, we get paid 5 times a month. We get paid each week for signing up a new customer the prior week. Okay, so you will get paid each week if you're signing up new people, or if your team, you have people underneath you signing up new people, you're going to get paid each week.
It's funny that she says, like, there's no purchase necessary, but then it clearly says simply purchase your own products and you're ready to start earning. So that is still a purchase. Like, she's acting as though there's no purchase because you don't have to purchase a lot of product to then store and give out to people. But you still have to purchase your product. So you do have to purchase.
A business building bonus on those new customers. So each week you can get a paycheck. I love these because they're usually like enough to take our family out or something like that. It's just a little extra business building bonus that we get paid. And then
yeah, because your big check is on your recruits. Yeah, your big check's not on your customers, it's on your recruits.
once a month, we get our really large paycheck, and that is going to include your commissions. So you get paid on 100 PV. So 100 PV is roughly, it's not exactly, but around the dollar amount. Anything over 100 PV on your account, you get commission on. Okay. So if you have retail customers.
So you don't get commission on anything under 100 PV on your account? That's weird.
Customers or on your own orders, which is super exciting. I order quite a bit of product for my family on my account. So I earn quite a bit of commission I'm getting paid on my own purchases, which I love. You also get paid on your pay points. So Plexus is very special and very.
There's her saying that, their consultants are the biggest customers. You get commission based on what you purchase. Doesn't matter though. You're still purchasing and spending a lot of money. She's literally just said that y'all are the customers. Y'all are the biggest customers. Weird. In Arbonne, you got a commission on what you purchased, but it only starts at a certain rank. So I wonder if that's the same here.
Very unique in the fact that they 50% of all profit goes back to paying their brand ambassadors. 50%. They split it right in half. So 50% goes back to corporate to pay for all the people that work at headquarters. We have hundreds and hundreds of people that work with Plexus. It goes into the products, to creating research and development, creating new products. It goes into keeping our current products on the shelves and shipping and all of that. But then the other half goes back to the brand ambassadors, to the field. And you get paid out based on your points. And every customer that you have that orders is worth a certain number of points, depending on where they're at in your organization. If they are your personal customer, you get 6 points when they order 100 PV. So at the end of the month, roughly the pay point, it averages based on sales, on profits, but somewhere I would say around $2.60 is roughly what I usually use as an estimate. It can go much higher, but usually around $2.60. And then you times that by your points. So if you have one customer that orders 100 PV, that would be 6 points. If you have 2 customers, that would be 12 points. If you have 3 customers, that would be 18 points. Times that by the pay point at the end of the month, and that would be your pay point commissions. So we're getting paid on our orders, we're getting paid on our points, and then we get bonuses for
It's wild how they get paid on so much and yet so many still don't make money. It's kind of wild, isn't it? Sounds nice unless you know facts.
Hitting certain ranks. So silver, you get a $100 bonus when you hit silver for the first time. Silver is our first rank, and that is 3 friends, 3 customers ordering from you. But Plexus has a really fun thing that if you hit it within 30 days of upgrading as a brand ambassador, it's called Fast Start, and they double the bonus. So you'll see silver is $200, and it is truly incredible. And
Is it, Cassie? How many people do it? How many? Oh, 2%? 5% of the people? All right. Pretty amazing.
basically are like throwing cash at you, right? It's pretty incredible. But before we get into all this, before we get into our goals and what this is going to look like, I want you to think for a moment about your why. Okay. This is probably this is the foundation. This is so, so important because
I'm just pausing this out of frustration as why didn't I do my eyes first? I don't know. Why didn't I do them first? I don't know. But now I'm going to have to suffer through it. So if you're going to watch me suffer, just know it's not going to be great. Okay, let's keep watching.
you have to know why you are doing this in order to see your dreams, your goals come to fruition. Because I will tell you, standing in the gap for people, helping other people, you are putting yourself out there as vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there as outpouring and giving to others. You have to have something deep within you that is motivating you to do that, because it's not always easy. Okay. If this was easy, everyone would be doing it. But this is something that has to be driven from some.
So let's talk about your why. It says, we want you living in the moments with your family and friends. Identify your quote unquote pain points and use them as your motivation to take the steps towards the life you want. Write it down and believe you are worth it. So what they're going to do is they're going to use your why. So whenever you're feeling down or whenever they want you to do better or hit a certain rank, they're going to use your why to manipulate you to continue to do it. They're going to use your why to make you keep doing the sunk cost fallacy. You're going to keep purchasing product, even though you spent so much money already and you've gotten nowhere, or you've only gotten a little bit. You've gotten to one place and it's just not where you want to get and it seems impossible. And you realize that you likely won't rank up. They're going to say, what's your why? Remember your pain points. You need this income. You need this for this. You want to reach your dreams. You need blah, blah. They're going to use that to manipulate you.
Really, really deep within you. So I want you to think about what are the areas in your life that are what we call pain points. Things in your life that are driving you to look at this business opportunity. For me, for my family, when we first started, I was homeschooling and I had a deep desire for my kids to be able to go to private school. Now I will tell you, we were under mountains of debt and we were on food stamps at the time. My husband was working 3 jobs. I was drowning at home with all my kids. But I'm
going to say this because a lot of people say it. A lot of people like her say it. I hope to God they were actually on food stamps and aren't just using that to get people with food stamps to join. Because those people, a lot of people who are struggling a lot with money and who don't have it, whether it's because they something happened in their life, something out of their control, something in their control that they just weren't ready for, whatever it is, the reason that they are struggling, usually it's out of their control, honestly, but no matter what, they are people who are most likely to fall for this kind of thing because they need it. And someone like this person named Cassie is preaching them this dream because they're a top leader. They're saying, you can be like me. When in reality, we know that almost 500,000, so over 85%, won't even profit much, if at all. That's sad and very disgusting to watch people like her do this to people. So that's why I hope they were actually on food stamps, because I don't want her to use it as a lie to manipulate people who are.
There was something in me that I knew my kids needed this. I knew they needed to be in this space. And we never would have been able to afford it. But that was what drove me. So as I began covering first month, I covered the cost of my products, and then I was able to purchase more for my family. My husband was able to start the products. The second month, we were able to pay for our own groceries. And so we were able to get off of food stamps, which was huge. But by month 6, I was able to enroll my kids into private school because I was bringing in around $1,500 to $2,000 a month. And that was my priority. My next priority was helping my family get out of debt, but then also helping my husband be able to quit all of his multiple jobs. He was not home ever. He was traveling so much. He was so exhausted and so stressed out from all of that. So that was my why. My why was my kids. My why was, how do I give them what I believe they need? And then how do I relieve the...
She makes it sound easy, doesn't she? It's so easy. You just have to start. You just got to do it. You just have to believe. You just have to know your why and then go for it. Look at me. A month in, I could afford groceries. 6 months in, I could send my kids to private school. And now I want to bring my husband home from all of his jobs. Sounds easy. She started 7 years ago. It's not easy anymore. The beginning, it is easier. Not anymore. And what she's doing is so manipulative. I hope she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, I hope that she is saying things and doing things and doesn't realize what she's doing. However, I have a feeling that she does, which makes this way worse.
The burden from my husband. And so what is your pain point? What is the thing? Maybe it's truly like looking at college for your kids. Maybe it's getting out of debt. Maybe it's simply just wanting to give more. We see so many people come into this business and thrive in this business, and yet they didn't necessarily need the finances. Instead, what drove them is a heart of giving and of outpouring. We have people who have funded full orphanages. We have people that give all of their money to the church and to missions. Whatever it is, whatever your heart, your why is, and maybe it is time freedom. Maybe it's, the income is not an issue, but it's what you're trading off for that income. Maybe it's time to look at, I just deeply desire freedom, time freedom. So whatever it is, I want you to write that down because that is going to drive you through this process.
We know that time freedom is not real in MLMs. It's location freedom. You don't have time freedom. You're going to work all the time. You're going to work wherever you are. They say meet people, get people wherever you are. Your kid's soccer game while you're using the bathroom. Okay, so we talked a little bit about, what some of the ranks are, but I want to give you a roadmap of what this looks like. So you start your journey. And everyone is somewhere on this journey, okay? When you start, the first goal is silver. Silver is 3 friends that are joining you and that are ordering as a customer. Then the next stop is senior silver, okay? That is where you have 50 points. And remember, I said points are based on where they're at. If they're your specific customer, they are worth 6 points when they order 100 PV. So 50 points would be around 8 to 9 customers ordering from you. And then you keep going. Silver Stars is a really fun incentive program that you can earn. It's a really cool by helping people go silver.
So it's a really fun incentive program. But then the next rank would be gold. Okay. And this is my goal for every single person that comes in, whether they are just wanting to earn enough to cover the cost of their products, or maybe they want to go diamond and go all the way to the top. Gold is where I want everyone to hit, because gold is where you are bringing in hundreds of dollars a month consistently.
Let's talk about this. I want to share my screen so that you can see their compensation plan. Let's show, because she's not telling all of it, which of course I wouldn't expect her to. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit. So brand ambassador, you're qualified. That's where you start. Senior brand ambassador is the first rank. You're qualified brand ambassador, at least 2 personally sponsored VIP customers, or qualified brand ambassadors with 100 PV or more, or that purchased a welcome pack. Next one, same thing, except it's 3 instead of 2 personally sponsored VIP customers or qualified brand ambassadors. 4, senior silver. You have at least 3 personally sponsored VIP customers and or qualified ambassadors with, again, 100 PV or more and purchase welcome pack. You have 50 points, total points in your organization, with 10 of those coming from outside your primary leg. What that's saying is, in my opinion, what I read that as, you're going to need to have people in your downline then. 10 points outside of your primary leg. So outside of your leg, you're going to have another leg, right? And you're going to have points in that leg. And here you have 100 total Plexus points in your organization, with 15 of those points outside of your primary leg. Again, there we see it. You're going to need to have another leg, which means you're going to have recruits to hit those. If you don't, you won't. But I haven't seen that. So I'm just going to talk about that. I just thought I'd mention it.
And it really is a very strong residual income space. Okay. So gold is 100 points, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about this, but this is where I want you to focus. Okay. You're going to start silver. You're going to go senior silver, but your ultimate goal is to go gold. Okay. This is where I want to get everyone that's watching this call, because once you go gold, by the way, anyone that hits gold can hit diamond. They can go all the way, because diamond, emerald, sapphire, all these ranks, it is the same thing, just doing it over and over and over. And with time and with consistency, anyone can hit any of these ranks.
So yes, I look different. This is another time I cut that video in half because it was literally I was almost halfway through and it was like 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I just gave up because it was so boring towards the end. But I wanted to come in and comment on what she just said about everyone can do everything, blah, 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 whatever she just said. No. Why does your income disclosure statement tell me that 85% of the people in your company cannot profit much at all? Because not everyone can hit every rank. And if that would happen, then there would be no top of the company, because everyone would be at the top of the company. That would make no sense. If no one's at the bottom, then that rank's gone. But not everyone can do it. It's not true. Like, what they're saying is not true. And I have a lot more to say about Plexus and that breast check kit. So much to say about that. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to get notified when I post or go live. Obviously, I took my makeup off and you didn't get to see it, but it didn't work out anyway, so bummer. I hope you have the most amazing morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world and whenever you're watching. I'll see you next time.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.